How are my peoples doing? So, let me tell you something. I'm coming on here to let y'all know that if you are a traveling ultrasound tech, a traveling nurse, you can't be a traveler and not a team player. Oh man, I just got yogurt everywhere. Because that's our job. That's why we're there. We're there to aid and help because one, they're short-staffed. Two, we're getting top pay. And we don't have a choice not to be a team player. Now, you can't get involved in the politics. You can't say, well, it's not in my job description. You can't say any of that because you're there to be utilized as a pawn to be used wherever they may need you. And I'm not saying that you are to be ran over and dumped on. No. But what I am saying is that you pretty much don't have a choice. If they want you to go do a portable, you go do that portable. Or if they want you to switch schedules, you switch schedules. You don't have a choice. Now, if you were a permanent tech, you might have more of a leg to stand on. The sun's coming up. It's beautiful. But being a traveler, you don't have those choices. And story time. Yesterday, I'm working. And my schedule has about 14, 15 patients on it, as do the other room that is working with me. And the young lady, she doesn't do breast. Well, there was a bilateral breast on her schedule, and so the manager came and said, hey, you know, she doesn't do breast, but do you mind doing the breast for her? Or, you know, I'll switch out 2 patients from her room because it was a bilateral, and so 30 minutes each breast. And so he said, I'll switch out 2 patients from your room into hers, and then you'll do the bilateral breast. Okay, no problem. I'm very flexible. I don't have a problem being that. Well, now it's time for me. I'm doing the breast. My phone is ringing because the other patient that he swapped out is ready to be scanned. And I said, well, you know, room 1 is doing it. And so the ultrasound tech was like, I don't know anything about it. Well, come to find out, the manager never even told her. Okay? So I could slightly get the little bit of frustration of what patient I wasn't told or whatever. But when I look at my schedule and I see like 3 openings and I don't have to do the breast, oh, I'll do your abdomen and an aorta. Those were the 2 exams. And no problem. I'll go ahead and grab it for you. You're back from lunch. You're not on lunch anymore. So you have about 3 openings on your schedule, even with doing the abdomen and the aorta from my schedule. So, whatever. So I go in there and tell her the situation and what I'm doing and what we swapped for, what have you. And she tells me, what if I don't want to do it? You don't get that choice. You don't. Like, who does that? You're a traveler. You have to be flexible. And so I said, you know what? You do have a choice. You do. And I don't want you to touch the patients. I took that attitude because I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to do anything that, you know, if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't want to do it, God gave us choices. And if you want to utilize yours right now, by all means, do it on my watch. I don't mind. So I did 3 patients in, I want to say 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. They were not complicated cases. They were not a full vascular exam. Like, I don't understand why techs have issues with just being a team player. Even after she would have done those the abdomen and the aorta, she would have been still sitting there waiting on her next patients. She had openings. So I did 3 patients, and I was still able to get a lunch. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. But come on, you guys. Being in this field, if you want to be a traveler, you have to be flexible. Period. Dot. Don't cause stress to the other techs that are there. We're there to work. We're there to knock out patients. We're there to, help and aid in patients' health and diagnosing. Why the pushback? Why the pushback? I can see if I was adding 5 more patients onto your schedule, which was already full. No, you had openings. And I was doing your breast. Now, what if I said, no, I don't want to do the breast? Then the patient would have had to reschedule, prolonged her history of being seen and her diagnosing and things of that nature. Like, come on. What are we actually working for? Yourself or you're the patient? And being a traveler, you're getting paid more money. You don't get a choice.